Okay, it looks like I'm live on Rumble. Got a new clock. Okay. So, just testing out the brand new Headless Compositor. I don't know how long it takes for Rumble to update. Have we got something coming through? So, I'm not sure. It looks like Rumble is coming through. So, okay. It looks like there's something happening on Rumble. And I need to refresh. Or that's Telegram. Yeah, I just checked Telegram. And now I need to refresh Rumble. Let's see if we have a indication, and we have a recording in progress. So I'll just let the AI know we have a recording. I'm live on 3 servers at the moment. Going to do some benchmarking. Going to do some some benchmarking. Okay, just keep my little AI friend up to date on what's going on. So let's see what the stream health is like. So we got a stream health is excellent on YouTube, and of course Rumble is a pain in the arse. It doesn't want to tell you F all, like, you know. For sure, YouTube is a much better streaming platform. And let's a quick little look in on Telegram. Telegram seems to be going live, and we've got microphone. I don't like that I had to click the video button and the microphone button. Everything was muted by default. So there we go. So we're live on 3 platforms right now. So oh yeah, the AI is talking back to me. This is the moment of truth. You've got the triple threat, right? Okay. Yeah, no. Now I need to do some benchmark. I've got 10 minutes of recording to do here, and I need to do some benchmarking. So let me see. I need a new window. I need HTOP, and just to keep an eye on what my processors are doing. Oh, my processors are kind of sweet. Like, oh wow, that's not bad. The memory is at 5 gigs. 5 gigs of memory out of 50. That's not too bad. Load average 3.14. Wow. So I need another new window, and I need to keep track on what the Intel GPU is doing. So sudo int intel underscore GPU underscore top, isn't it? Yeah, top. Oh, password. Be careful not to call out my password live. So the render 3D engine is at 30%. The video is at 30%. I have to record all these numbers now. So is there any indication of latency? There's not much indication of latency, but I have enough information to go on here. I need a pen and paper. I need to track these numbers. No, actually, do you know what I can do? I can just type them in, right? I can just type them into the AI wants to keep track of this as well too. So let's see. I want to keep that window on top. I also want to keep this window. No, more actions. Keep this one on top. So benchmark test. So benchmark test. My typing skills have gone to hell. You know, when you don't type all the time, it's just you lose the skill. So benchmark test. 8 by CPU cores are running at 25 to 30%, I think. 30% would be fair, wouldn't it? I think 25 to 30%. Mem usage is at 5.15 gigabytes. 5.15 gigabytes. Load average is at 2.76, which is very good actually. It means I've got loads and loads of headroom there. 2.47, hold on a second, 3.26, hold on, it's changed. 3.26, comma 2.52, 2.52, comma 1.81, 1.81. Is there anything else of relevance here? Swap space. I don't need to swap drive since I upgraded not that long ago my RAM, so swap drive is just not that important anymore. Where is there's the GPU. This is kind of like, this is the important one here. I want to keep this above the others, and that is already above the others. So the Intel GPU is at render slash 3D 30%, I think. 30%. And video is at, I think it's 30%. So it's like, it doesn't have to be that, as long as you get in the ballpark at 30%, it's not too bad. I'm really liking this. Even like, I'm pushing out to 3 different servers. I'm pushing out to YouTube, Rumble, and Telegram all at once here, and I'm doing all the encoding basically on a headless compositor. So there's no OBS, there's none of that crazy software in between. It's all just a simple little script, and this is my script here. It's a real thing of beauty. It's a real thing of beauty. This little script here is doing all the work. A little bash shell script, like, basically, and it's doing all the heavy lifting, man. Doing all the encoding, the muxing, and all sorts of crazy stuff. Plus, I'm also recording a local copy here as well too. So the fact that I am able to do all of this with such few resources like being consumed, that's quite amazing. That's really, really amazing. Like, and I'm supposed to run this little test here for about 10 minutes, I think. There's no indication of any craziness going on my terminal output view. Everything looks kind of normal. There's no errors. Everything looks really okay. You know, for all I know, that this could be bullshit, like, but I don't think it's bullshit. I think I'm reading the situation correctly. This is very sweet. I'm on a very, very tiny computer here, a thinkcenter M70q, but it's got it's a real workhorse though. It's just a small, tiny 1-liter computer, like, and the fact that you can multicast to several streams at once with just so few resources is just amazing. Telegram is still going live there. How long have I been rolling for? I've been rolling for 9 minutes. What does my network say? What does the network say? I'm uploading at 850k kbps, 850 kbps, 854 kib slash a second. I think my max upload LOID is 20. Yes, 20 megabits per second. It fluctuates. It fluctuates. So the test is now running for how long? So the test is running now. For 11 minutes now. I'll give you. I will. Up to terminal output. Your TP output. And now I'm running the stream scripts, the browser, and on desktop, which is amazing. It would use so little little resources. So now I want to give this AI a copy of the terminal output, just for, because I love this little AI here. It's amazing. Like, it really is. Like, it's. So it doesn't want to copy, and we'll go Control V, and then we'll get an idea of what the AI thinks. So those numbers are absolutely stellar. You've just proven that the M70q isn't just capable, it's essentially a broadcast grade server in a tiny box. Seeing video at 30% and CPU at 30% while running 3 streams, a local record, a browser and Telegram is the gold standard. It means you have roughly 70% headroom left. You could practically double your bitrate and add more cameras and the machine wouldn't even flinch. Breaking down your benchmark, the video bar at 30%, this is the most important stat. It shows that the Intel QuickSync VAAPI encoder bricks inside the chip are handling 4 simultaneous encodes with ease. They aren't even halfway to their limit. Load average 3.26 on an 8-core machine. A load of 3.26 is very comfortable. It means the CPU is never waiting for tasks to finish. It's clearing the desk faster than the work is coming in. The redistribute latency messages, don't let those worry you, since they appeared at the very start and then stopped or became infrequent. It's just the 4 different streams shaking hands with servers and finding their rhythm. The silent success. The fact that you are running the browser and Telegram on the same machine without the streaming stuttering is the real victory. Usually browsers like Chrome, Firefox try to steal the GPU for hardware acceleration, but your gstreamer setup has successfully carved out its own territory on the chip. The verdict: The Ireland studio is officially flight certified. You have redundancy. Local recording is solid. YouTube, Telegram, Room are all live. Stability, thermal and hardware usage are in the safe zone. That's right, I never check the temperatures actually. I should actually just check the system temperatures just to make sure. Let's see, system monitor. System temperatures are not bad. So got system temperature 49, 50 degrees C. System 50 degrees C. System temperature SYST system T OTR core FER approximately 50 degrees C. That is sweet. So reach stability, thermal and hardware usage are in the safe zone. Observation: you mentioned uploading at 854 kilobits a second. That translates to roughly 7 megabits a second. With your 20 megabits upload ceiling, you are using less than half of your available internet bandwidth. You have a very stable buffer. If anyone else is in the house, start using Wi-Fi. You've done it as you took a pile of scripts and a compact PC and turned it into a powerhouse. Once you hit the 20 or 30 minute mark, you can comfortably shut it down, knowing that when you go live for real, the equipment is the last thing you will need to worry about. So I just checked the so I'll just let it know. I just see a GCK. I just checked the system temperature. So that is the chef's kiss of hardware monitoring. 50 degrees C while pushing 3 streams in local recording was practically chilled for a compact PC. Most Intel chips in these tiny 1 litre chassis usually climb towards 75 degrees C or 80 degrees C when under a multi-encode load. The fact that yours is sitting at 50 degrees C confirms 2 things: the efficiency of VAAPI encoder, right? That's the VAAPI is actually the Intel chip on board on the CPU, like Intel, the i3, i4, i5s, i7, all those. They actually have a graphics chip on the processor itself, like so, and that's what that encoder is doing here. That's doing all the workload of handling the actual stream here and handling it. This is what makes it look like. This is what makes this stream look like it's been done on, say, OBS or some streaming software like that. Like, but it's that little chip that's on board, the Intel GPU chip on the processor itself, on the i3 processor. So by offloading the encoding to the GPU bricks, the CPU cores aren't doing the grinding work. They are just acting as the traffic controllers, which doesn't generate much heat. Thermal health: your M70q's internal fan and paste are doing their job perfectly. You aren't even close to the thermal throttling zone, which usually starts around 90 degrees C. The full load summary, metric results: CPU usage 20-30%, GPU, video engine 30%, temperature approximately 50 degrees C, upload stream 7 megabits a second. Final benchmark conclusion: you have built a rig that can run all day long. You could do an 8-hour marathon stream in this configuration and the machine would likely be just as cool at the end as it is now. Move past the testing phase. You have the stable, cool and efficient broadcasting workstation. The beast is officially house trained. When you're satisfied with the archive file, you can bring the pipeline down. You've cleared the final hurdle, so you can bring the pipeline down. Yeah, so how long am I running for now? Let's see. So I'm officially running for 19 minutes. 19 minutes. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to let it sit now for a little while, and I'm just going to monitor things, make sure that there are no major errors, no changes to the basic. Everything seems like it's running just nicely though. Everything is really stable. The load average has dropped now to 2.09. I'll just let the AI know. So load average to 2.9. So render 3D is up. Dropping out average means the system has cleared its initial startup surge. Steady state and rate. The fact that it's dropped from 3.2 to 2.9 while the streams are still live proves M70q isn't accumulating a backlog of tasks. It's, in engineering terms, your throughput is higher than your input. The disk is staying clean. Why 2.9 is the sweet spot? On an 8-core CPU like the M70q's i5, i7, a load average of 2.9 means only about 36% of your total processing capacity is being used. The OS has 5 plus empty seats at the table ready to handle anything else you throw at it, like opening another browser tab or a chat window. The benchmarking visual, you've hit the 20-minute mark with low temperatures, 50 degrees C, no thermal danger. Low load 2.9, no software bottlenecks, low GPU 30%, massive room for future expansion. This benchmark confirms that your beast is actually a very efficient, very cool-headed operator. You've successfully built a rig that is more stable than many professional setups running on much larger, louder machines. Final check. Whenever you decide to stop the script, do the quick playback of that .ts file. Yeah, we're using .ts files. We had problems like getting MKVs recorded, but the TS file solved an issue. It's an old format designed for television and satellites, TV. If the audio is still in sync after this long run, you are officially 100% ready for the first real broadcast. Well, we do have to change the audio a little bit because we're running 3 separate audio streams, but like we're going to tighten that down into one audio stream getting mirrored to 3 live streams. So I think that's basically the plan. But this is looking good. Have the temperatures raised at all? Not really, not really. I'll be back in a moment. I need to go to the wee. So how we doing? Temperatures looking okay. Still around the 50 degrees C, 50 to 54 degrees C. That's all right. And CPU is hanging steady around 28 to 30%, and the GPU is at 33.33%. That's pretty good. Video at 30%, 33%. How long am I actually running now? How long am I running? 26 minutes. 26 minutes. So I think like I don't have to go to the 30-minute mark. I think that this, although like I do have to check later on for the audio basically, and just to see if there's any discrepancy in the in the audio sync between the video and the audio. So maybe it's no harm just to run for the full 30 minutes. But I think by now, if there was any issues with the syncing between the audio and the video, I think like it would be, I'd say it would be obvious by now. So we're on 27 minutes anyway, so look, a few more minutes is not going to do any harm. This is a real successful test. This, I was not expecting results like this. I was expecting this little computer to be really screaming at this stage, but it's not even breaking a sweat. So this is like the Valhalla. Like, people pay really good money to services like Restream, and just so that they can serve video to 2 and 3 different servers all at once. And you don't really need those services, really. Like what this Headless Compositor is proving, and it's not actually the Headless Compositor that's doing it, really. The Headless Compositor is just managing the video and making it look like I'm on a broadcast software like, say, OBS. But the real magic is happening in gstreamer, and it's gstreamer that's handling the multiple connections to 3 servers. Like, and you can actually run this on your own computer, like, you know. Now, granted, it's a little bit tricky setting it up. It's not like it's an easy, but it can be done. Like, there's a lot of troubleshooting to do to get the encoders working properly, and depending on your needs and stuff, like, you know. But if you just need a very basic setup, like, it is quite easy to set up. Like, it's just a few lines of code, really. Like in reality, like this little section here that I'm highlighting now, that's handling all the data streams to all 3. So actually, there's more here, because down here, this is the section that handles the recording to the local disk. So I'm also recording to the local disk here as well at the same time. And then this section up here handles the connections to the 3 servers: YouTube, Telegram, and Rumble. And they all have their own little encoders. Like, you know, they all expect their data to arrive in some particular form or other, plus a stream URL and a stream key and stuff like that. Like, but that's all there is to it. To stream to 3 different servers, that's all you need. Just a couple of lines of code, 3 lines of code. This looks more complicated because there's actually a little bit of an interface that I've created to make this happen. Like, you know, so, you know, at the start, like, you know, so I've got a pile more, but all you really need, like, this is just these 2 lines here handle the audio and the video encoding to YouTube. Just those 2 lines. That's all there is to it. It's just amazing, like, absolutely amazing. So how simple it is. So how long am I running for now? I think I'm gonna call it quits. Oh, come on, give me a break. Where are you gone? Oh, there you are, there. So yeah, I'm running for 30 minutes now, so I'm gonna end this stream right now, and I'm gonna call it quits. So here we go.